Wildcat mentality.
Listen, like, there's no reason that Talawanda should be like as bad as they are. The whole thing is they've had DeWitt on the perimeter this entire season, and they haven't dished it out to their size guys. You know?
Damn. You can criticize them because this is technically the Harrison broadcast.
Yeah.
So you can be pro Harrison. It's your chance to dish time.
This is fucking bullshit. I've been saving up all year for this.
Pep rallies. You mentioned the pep rally this afternoon. I heard Talawanda had a pep rally to get ready for this game between the bottom two teams.
Yeah.
My God. That is. You don't need a pep rally for that. You need like a church session. Yeah. That's when you get your school psychologist involved for that.
Let's see, who else should I? 6'5", somewhere.
When are we going to do this open? Jason. When are we going to do the open? Live. Yeah, what time are we going on? No. Okay, so we'll go before the anthem. Okay. Oh, with a minute and a half on the warm up. Okay, I got you. So we'll have to fill a minute and a half, Dalton.
That's fine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2.
What are you doing?
So, like, if we're talking about a size difference, Harrison has 10 guys over 6 foot compared to.
Oh, I like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I shouldn't even say that because Elliott doesn't play. So 7.
Yeah, I don't even know why I put him on there anymore. Craig wasn't on the roster. That's where he is down here.
Yeah, yeah.
So I need his stats. All right, so I'll talk about one win between these two teams. They're struggling, bottom of the SWAC. Let's talk about the future. What are they going to do this year for next year? And Harrison beat Talawanda the last time out in Harrison, so that will be our exit. And then I'll go. Tip-off is next, but first, PA announcer Andy Zimmerman for the national anthem and starting lines. Try not to. What? We'll have to take that sweatshirt off.
Why are they sitting over here?
I don't know. They probably want to be on TV.
Sure that.
Or they just want to be at half court.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought this game was going to be a lot more crowded, but it's just like average. Well, maybe a little bit more than average. I don't know. It's youth league. What are the cheerleaders talking about?
Probably about boys.
That's probably pretty accurate.
They're probably like, oh my God, that announcer over there with like the blonde hair is so hot.
Yeah, right. You're not going with any of those girls in green, are you?
Do what?
None of those girls in green. That's not who you're going with.
What do you mean? Oh.
No.
No.
So they literally have varsity and JV cheerleading?
Yeah.
Really? What makes you good at cheerleading? Like what makes you get on varsity?
If you can have a pom-pom go faster, I don't know. I can't hear you.
Can you repeat that? We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Girls would like just stay in their room for a week and cry over that. I like that coach out there for warm-ups. Friggin' tucks. No, not tucks.
Yeah.
Three-piece. I mean, that's what you do when you're a coach. You dress up and you do the dirty work.
Yeah. I think that's like Jonathan Richter's dad.
Oh, okay. That's a basketball family, isn't it?
Yeah.
Richter?
The mom played, the dad played, brother played, sister plays. And then if you want, you can just write, like, ask me what the key points are to this game from both sides. And I can just give, like, talent.
Yeah, we can talk about that during the game.
Like I said, I didn't know if we're still going to try to find.
When it's 30 to 15 at halftime, we'll talk about that. Because we got to talk during the timeouts. We don't do commercials.
It's a fair ball, and it's to the fence. Oh, and a goal. Walking in front of him, he's inside the 10. Oh, blocked from behind. Put off the glass, no problem at all. Fifth, up for the cradle. He got locked up. One guy that's got an angle on it, and he cuts back on it. Tip ball. And fly to right field against the wind. It's out of here. Buries it. We're tied at 19.
It's ICRC-TV high school basketball tonight. Some SWAC sports action in Oxford, Ohio for the Harrison Wildcats and the Talawanda Braves. Patrick Getchin alongside Dalton Morris with you for this one here at the Talawanda Gym in Oxford. Dalton, two teams that are struggling this season. Only one win between these two combined in the month of January. They're struggling right now. They got to get something going here.
Struggling is an understatement, really. For Talawanda, in January, they've been 0 for 6, and then their home record has been 0 for 5. A big thing that they're going to have to work on is going up against a 1-7 Harrison Wildcat team in January.
Conversation here in high school basketball. Right now, really not these teams here as far as a playoff run concerned, but once we talk about next year, what's the step in these few games as we end the year to get ready for next year for Harrison and Talawanda?
Well, for Talawanda, a big thing, Evan James needs to be basically the guy he's been all year. He needs to take the shots that he needs to make, but also a newcomer that's been huge for Talawanda is his brother, Craig James. Craig James has stepped up for Talawanda tremendously this year, and I think he's going to carry this program along the way.
Harrison beat Talawanda the last time out in Harrison. We'll see what happens tonight, the starting lineups, and then the tip coming up on ICRC-TV. And so we are set and ready for some basketball here tonight between the two teams in the bottom of the SWAC. And we take a look at the success these two teams have had as of late. It's two bad streaks. These two teams want to snap tonight, and one team will snap a streak tonight. Harrison comes in on a 6-game losing streak, and the Braves have a 7-game losing streak. Harrison coming off a 64-60 loss at Northwest on Monday, and Talawanda played Tuesday. They lost as well at Baden, a 67-50 loss. They're glad to be back at home in front of the home crowd on this Friday night. And it's Talawanda who wins the tip. The game is on, and we are ready to go. Evan James with the ball for Talawanda first. Comes to the near side with it. David Croucher looking to go down low. Josh DeWitt, the senior, the big 6'8 senior. And they get it out to another big senior, Ty Hornsby, who misses the shot from the free throw line. And it's Harrison's turn. Wildcats work it up. Connor Kinnett gave it up far side there. This is Spencer Kinnett. Cole Combs works it. Logan Weber. All the way across they go. Kinnett got stripped for a second by Winkler, and Harrison regains control. Cole Combs, a 5'9 sophomore. Kinnett all the way across, and a three by him is no good. Connor Kinnett passing to his brother Spencer. Ball worked back out on the offensive rebound by Harrison. Good ball movement early on by this Wildcats team. Talawanda hasn't touched it since their first possession. Spencer Kinnett working down low. He got denied. 3 Braves there under the hoop. Josh DeWitt to Evan James, and they're up the court quickly. Here's Tommy Winkler. Makes a move, charges in, and puts in the first basket of the game and the first 2 points.
It looks like the Braves are going to try to get it more inside of the paint to take these shots, while opposed to Harrison, looks like they're going to try to spread it out on the perimeter. Talawanda has struggled a lot with perimeter teams this year, especially against Northwest in prior games, but we'll see what Talawanda can do.
Connor Kinnett, near side they go. Cole Combs wide open for the 3, that shot no good, and Josh DeWitt uses his long reach for the rebound. Here's Evan James down the court, down the left side for the Braves. And the ball got stripped from him there, bringing a foul called. It'll be on Logan Weber, his first, the team's first, and we'll get an inbound here. Evan James, the inbound, finds Josh DeWitt outside the perimeter. Hornsby regained control, but can't get the layup. And it remains a 2-0 game. 2 minutes into this one. Logan Weber, near side. Kinnett attempts another 3. That one no good. Overshot that one. Kinnett only a 39.2% field goal shooter on the year. Spencer Kinnett to Connor Kinnett, his brother. Connor, the 6'3 sophomore, actually taller than Spencer, the 6'2 junior. And the Harrison coach right now livid. And the Wildcats will call a timeout. They've been working the ball around well, Dalton, but just haven't been able to make any offensive drives so far.
No, they haven't, Patrick. And one of the biggest things is Talawanda they've been playing their big men a lot more just in the beginning of the game. They've taken more shots underneath the hoop by using their big men. They've struggled with that a lot this year. They've been trying to have like Josh DeWitt and Ty Hornsby shoot on the perimeter when they just stick to underneath the hoop. That's been their struggle this entire year. And it seems that Harrison's just going to try to shoot over top of them on the outside because they haven't tried to go underneath the hoop inside the paint yet.
And they've struggled at home too. Braves winless on their home court this year, 0-5, and playing in their 6th home game, second to last home game as well tonight. They've gotten all 3 of their wins this season on the road. Harrison not a good team at home either. They're only 1-6, and this ball's going to come out of bounds. It will go Talawanda's way. Connor Kinnett had it. Josh DeWitt with a good defense pinned him against the line. And DeWitt here to inbound it. Finds an open David Croucher, the junior who also played a lot in the JV game earlier. Double duty here tonight, hands it off for Winkler. Gives it back for Josh DeWitt, top of the key. Finds it passed for Winkler. Croucher wants somebody to move in, finds his screen. Here's Hornsby, the nice spin around move, and he puts it in for another 2. And the Braves have an early 4-0 lead with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Connor Kinnett to the near side. They found Weber, and back outside to Combs. And a foul whistle here. Kinnett, Spencer Kinnett had the ball and trying to go back to the top of the key, get another look at the Hornsby basket. Good athletic play from him. So Winkler commits the first Talawanda foul of the evening. And it's Frankie Young back, who was fresh into the game for Harrison. Big star athlete at that school. CJ Young the 3, wide open. And the 6'2 sophomore drains it. CJ averaging 6.2 points per game this season. And it's now a 1-point game. Tommy Winkler almost falling back. Here's Josh DeWitt. Back for Winkler, charging it out inside. Got the shot off, no good, and do the put back. Josh DeWitt, the nice athletic play, and it's a 6-3 basketball game. Mike Browning had the ball for Harrison. Now Frankie Young, the 6'4 senior, takes a jumper. That may have been blocked on its way to the hoop. Here comes Evan James back down for the Braves. James gets one off near side. DeWitt the 3, a long one, and it's good.
Josh DeWitt seems like he's fired up today. It's a fire that we haven't seen from him all year. Last year he won Player of the Week, and he just hasn't seemed to play with that same fire. But as of right now, he's hot.
Here's a three at the other end by Harrison, and that's good from the corner by C.J. Young. And that's a 3-point game. 2 games ago, DeWitt fouled out the last home game against the Braves in the third quarter. He got a bad foul and then a technical on top of it. And that was really a big setback for him. Had to reverse his playing style. Here's a nice pass inside. And DeWitt will get the assist. Ty Hornsby already up to 6 points in this game. And here's a steal by David Croucher on a pass. He's down the other way. The layup is good by him. And the Braves are up to a 13-6 lead. One of the best starts we've seen them have all year. Cole Combs to the far side. C.J. Young, the long three is good. Another three by C.J. Young, and he's up to 9 points in the game. He scored all 9 of Harrison's. Evan James had it stolen away in front of the bench there. C.J. Young took it. He's a star so far for the Wildcats. Another three by Young. That one no good though. But the offensive rebound comes back out for Mike Browning. He attempts a jumper off the backboard and in. And now a 13-11 game. That's this first quarter moving quickly here. Evan James, David Croucher back for Josh DeWitt. Harrison bench yelling wildly right now. This ball tipped up in the air. Frankie Young able to keep it in, but he goes off Ty Hornsby down there. And the ball goes out off of Talawanda. Another look at the three-pointer by DeWitt. And the other one by C.J. Young. One of C.J. Young's many threes in this game tonight. Josh Bender for Harrison. That one almost tipped, looking for Young. Spencer Kinnett had it. Young looking to go down low. Hornsby the tip, up for Croucher. Croucher down low, has numbers the other way. DeWitt the in. A Talawanda offense that is on fire tonight.
Absolutely. When you have a 6'7" player like Josh DeWitt, why would you not pass it to him every time you get even close to scoring? He is a guy that can change a game instantly, dramatically, and basically set the tone for how this game's going to fall.
There's another steal under the hoop. Turnovers helping Talawanda tonight. Evan James down. Croucher the jumper. That one no good. It was an air ball. Missed too far left. And Harrison gets it back.
Turnovers have been an Achilles heel for Harrison this entire season.
Another three by the Wildcats. And guess who got it? C.J. Young up to 12 points on the game. He has scored 12 of Harrison's 14. We're already in the final minute of this first quarter. Tommy Winkler out for DeWitt. He attempts the three, a drawback, and let's see if they call that a 3 or a 2. Looks like they did give it to him. So now a 17-14 game. Young charges in, gets that shot off. That one too far over the hoop, and played here by Winkler. Winkler over the line in, 20 seconds to go in the first. We'll see if Talawanda wants the final shot.
You know, this entire season, it's been all about Evan James, Evan James, Evan James. But in this game, they've spread the ball out completely. They're using their big guys way more, and Josh DeWitt is fired up.
Evan James, the last minute layup attempt couldn't go. Less than a second to go now, and Harrison can't get the shot off. And that ends the festivities in the first quarter. You'd think it would not be as close as it is. Talawanda's offense playing one of the best quarters they've played all year. Harrison, though, playing right with them. And it's a 17-14 score after the first quarter. And we mentioned turnovers, Dalton, is one of the key factors coming into tonight, and Talawanda's been pretty lucky on those, especially under the hoop.
Their defense has been shut out. While you go to Harrison's, we've talked about turnovers for Harrison this entire year. Basically, if you look, in every game, Harrison has turned the ball over way more than Talawanda has. And Talawanda is capitalizing on Harrison's mistakes.
And size another factor as well. We were talking earlier before this game started about how much taller Harrison is compared to Talawanda.
Definitely. Harrison has 10 kids above 6 foot compared to Talawanda, who only has 7. And about 3 of them don't even actually play on the varsity team.
Now look at the class breakdowns of these two teams. Harrison has a pretty good mix going. They have 5 sophomores listed on the roster, 3 juniors and 5 seniors. So they'll get rid of a good chunk of their seniors and their good players at the end of the year, but they have a good crop of sophomores coming up who will fill their roles along with the 3 juniors. Talawanda, a much more veteran team, 6 seniors, 5 juniors, 2 sophomores, and 1 freshman listed on the varsity roster. So they will miss, or get rid of rather, 6 seniors on their varsity roster after this year.
And we talked about Harrison's sophomore class. How about we talk about number 14, CJ Young, who's dropped 12 points already tonight, scored most of all these points, and he's going to be a key player in this game.
Has been a tremendous factor tonight. Already up to 12 points, and CJ Young just went out of bounds there on the near side with the ball. Turnover here for Talawanda. Another one that the Braves get, and it's Craig James. He is the freshman. He's made a big impact on this team this year. He's been a big piece of energy for it. Doesn't usually start, but they like to put him in middle of the way through games. Connor Kinnett with the steal. There's a nice block by DeWitt, but he gets the foul. Prevented him from scoring the 2 points. And that will be DeWitt's first of the game. Good steal, though, by Kinnett, the 6'3" sophomore, and he heads to the line for 2. So 3 fouls for the Braves tonight and 1 for Harrison. Thus far in the first half, and the first free throw is good by Connor Kinnett. Kinnett the next one, and that one's no good. Evan James and Craig James, a couple of sibling pairs out there for either team right now. Braves have it near side. Here's Ty Hornsby. Far side, Winkler had it, and it got bobbled around. Spencer Kinnett trying to go over the center line. He will. That one tipped by Evan James, and Evan James up the court. Dodged a diving Frankie Young. Gave it off to Craig James. Ty Hornsby, though, with the attempt there, couldn't get it to go, and back the other way in transition. This is Connor Kinnett trying to move in there, and a foul whistled behind the play by the official in the back. And Craig James, a freshman, whistled for that one. And that'll be the 4th Talawanda foul as a team in the TAF. Down low they go. Quick play there. Frankie Young with the basket, the 6'4" senior football star as well. Second on the team in basketball in points per game, but also the star quarterback for Harrison on the gridiron. Evan James, top of the key. Comes near side. Here's a 3 attempt by the Braves. That one no good. They like to live outside the arc. Both of these teams have so far in this game, especially Harrison. Connor Kinnett now trying to go in there, and a foul whistled on the play. In a game that is tied at 17, 2 pretty evenly matched teams in this one. And Josh DeWitt will come back in for the Talawanda Braves. And Ty Hornsby will come out.
If we look at the SWAC standings right now, Harrison is just 1 game behind Talawanda. This game could decide who could potentially be last place in the league.
Of course, nobody wants to be in last place. CJ Young there was fouled on his drive to the hoop. And we'll see another inbound from the junior Spencer Kinnett. Looks like the Braves will make a substitution here. Ryan Heenis, the junior, comes in for the first time tonight. Tommy Winkler will take a break. Spencer Kinnett with the inbound. He'll find Frankie Young. Young charges around. Got that shot off, but it was no good. And played by the Braves. Here comes Evan James across the center line. James moves in, and they're going to call an offensive foul. Charging in there was Evan James. CJ Young fell over on the play, and it's another turnover. Ball goes Harrison's way. Second foul of the night on Evan James. 6:08 to go in the second. Hornsby now back in for the Braves. Frankie Young with it. Connor Kinnick. Across for CJ Young. He attempts the long three, and it's good. CJ Young is amazing tonight. 15 points already. And the Wildcats with their first lead of this game. It's 20-17. Ryan Enos down low. DeWitt attempts a jumper. That one no good. And it looks like this strong start offensively for Talawanda is slowly fading here. Connor Kinnick dishes one off. Another three by Young, and that one found its way in as well. And Talawanda has had enough. They will call their first timeout of the game. 18 points already tonight for CJ Young, all coming from outside the arc.
He's definitely not afraid to take that shot across the arc today. He's been shooting threes from all over the court, not just in one different spot. He's going to be a difference maker tonight in the game.
The 6'2 sophomore having one heck of a game. Again, averaging only 6.2 points per game coming into this one. Already 18 tonight. We're not even outside of the first half yet. So the timeout called by Talawanda there. They obviously want to improve their defense outside of the arc, but what other adjustments are they going to have to make here during this timeout?
They're going to have to stop these open shots. This perimeter defense that they've given up, I mean, you look, CJ's already scored 18 points. That's going to be a problem because he's going to be a difference maker in this game, and they're going to have to come out and they're going to have to shut him down.
And we've noticed this become a pattern for Talawanda this year. They have started games off really well. They've pretty much always carried a lead until the end of the first quarter, and then after that, something kind of happens, and this team starts to get lazy, a little bit undisciplined, and then the score kind of tilts a little bit, and we see that happening right now. It's been the pattern this year for the Braves, and they just haven't been able to solve it, no matter what they have tried this year.
A big part in this game is going to be how Talawanda reacts after halftime. They've struggled coming back out after the half, and their defense has been playing sloppy, and they've turned the ball over a lot.
Greg James there, and looks like he went out of bounds. Carrying the ball for Talawanda, and Harrison will get it back. Bad turnover there for the Braves. And Greg James not having a big impact tonight. He has no points, 2 fouls. And CJ Young draws the foul there behind the half-court line. Ryan Enos whistled. And now a single bonus for Harrison. Not a good foul to take. First foul of the night for Enos. CJ Young, the 1-and-1, misses the first one, and Enos gets the rebound. Dishes one off for Josh DeWitt. Far side, Craig James charges down the left side, gives it off for DeWitt. Enos back for DeWitt. Hornsby trying to work there, down low, and a foul whistled on his attempt to score. This is going to be against, I believe, Frankie Young. So Hornsby will shoot 2 and try to make this one a 1-possession game. Only the second team foul on Harrison tonight. When we talk about the undisciplined Dalton, already 8 fouls for the Braves in this half.
They're going to have to watch that going in because a lot of their big players in previous games have been in foul trouble really early. And it showed going down into the game.
Hornsby goes 0 for 2 at the line, and it'll be Connor Kinnick who dishes off to his brother Spencer. Back for Connor. That one tipped by DeWitt. They save it though. Down low they work it. Spencer Kinnick, and this is going to be an offensive foul. Hornsby flopped after he made contact from Spencer Kinnick. Talawanda bench like that call, and the Braves get it back. It would have been an and 1 had the foul been called the other way. Craig James, the point guard.
See, coming in this game, we figured number 24, Connor Kennett, was going to be the big asset to this team. He is in first on the team with a 10.4 points per game average. But as the game has been progressing, CJ Young's been the star for this team.
Here's a shot. That's good. All right, Matthew Bowling. Three-pointer there makes it a three-point game. Harrison with the ball now. 3:54 to go in the second quarter. There's a shot, no good by Connor Kennett. And Matthew Bowling able to dish it out for DeWitt. Here comes DeWitt charging in. No foul whistle there. Got the shot off. No good. Couldn't get his own rebound. And it comes back down the other way. Here comes Kennett charging in. And a foul whistle there on his scoring attempt. And Matthew Bowling will be the guilty party for the Braves. And it looks like two shots will come for Connor Kennett. Braves have one more foul to give before a double bonus. Kennett, a 52.7% free throw shooter, makes the first one.
The two people that have been the eye of this young Storm have been Craig James and Matthew Bowling. These two have been playing since midway through the season, and they've been big assets to this team.
Bowling a sophomore on this team, and Craig James a freshman. They've definitely played at lower levels of the game. Craig James with it now. Here's Josh DeWitt. Trying to go down low there. I think he was looking for Bowling, who ducked his head trying to miss that ball. And it will come out of bounds. Here's Cole Combs, the 5'9" sophomore for Harrison. Spencer Kinnan near side for Combs. Frankie Young had it, and there's an attempt no good by Cole Combs. And Talawani able to get the ball back. Matthew Bowling up ahead. Here's DeWitt. Trying to go down low. Hornsby there, makes the shot. And it's back to a three-point Harrison lead.
I think to win this game, Talawani is going to need to stick to their big guys and ride them out this entire game. They've made a lot of easy shots by just using Ty and then DeWitt by going for an easy layup or going for the easy two.
Here's an attempt by Frankie Young, and that one is good. Add two more for Harrison, and it's now back to a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Craig James, Braves drawing up a play here. Hands one off for Josh DeWitt. Coming in there was Evan James, and this pass is going way out of bounds. Nobody on the Talawani roster would have reached that pass way over the head of Craig James. And Cole Combs for Harrison. Frankie Young. Combs dishes off. Spencer Kinnet. Near side for a pass. CJ Young had it. Frankie Young again. Here's a play by the Wildcats. Can't draw it up correctly though. Spencer Kinnet couldn't make the basket. Evan James far side. He charges in and we get a foul whistle on that play. This will be against Frankie Young. And it'll be his second of the game. Another look. So Evan James at the line here. He is a 76.1% free throw shooter. Leads the team in that department. Also leading the team in scoring. 16.4 points per game is his average. And that is his first point of the night as we're inside 2 minutes to halftime.
He's been a huge difference maker this entire year. Talawani's going to need to give him the ball to score more points, because that's bad when we're in 1 minute and 53 seconds left of the second, and that's only his second point of the game.
Braves definitely rely on their top scorers. Haven't been producing well so far tonight. Browning off for Combs. Our side they work it. Connor Kennett all the way across for Spencer Kennett. Made a nice pass there. Down low, CJ Young trying to work. Got it off the backboard, but a little bit too low. And now Evan James up for DeWitt. DeWitt the jumper. He pulls up there a little bit too hard. And the rebound to Spencer Kinnett. Works it up the floor to C.J. Young. Near side he goes. He gets off another three, and that one's good too.
He's fire red hot right now. It doesn't seem to me that he's going to stop shooting from around the perimeter yet tonight.
He has almost as many points himself as his entire Braves team. 21 so far for Young. Wide open Hornsby. Below the hoop. Able to get that one in off a nice pass from up high. And less than a minute to go now in the first half in a 4-point game. Connor Kinnett. And that pass missed everybody. Mike Browning was the intended target, but it was way behind him. Evan James for his brother Craig. Now Matthew Bowling. Here's DeWitt. Ty Hornsby. Nice layup play, and it's a 2-point game. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cole Combs, a 5'9" sophomore. And Harrison now will try to create an opportunity here for the final shot. Spencer Kinnett. Near side, they try to work it. Craig James was on C.J. Young, able to get this one out. Here's a three by Combs. That one no good. And it ends the first half with Ty Hornsby catching the ball. Air ball, they yell. It is a 2-point game. A pretty tight 2-point game going into halftime. And Dalton, your impressions so far?
Well, Talawanda needs to come out in the second half, and they need to use their big men more than ever. Because Harrison's defense has shut out Evan James to only 2 points in this first half. They've made him a non-difference maker. But the difference maker that has been made is Josh DeWitt and Ty Hornsby. Those big men have been leading this charge tonight, and they need to continue it going into the second half.
So it's Harrison 30, Talawanda 28. We'll go into halftime and be back with the third quarter after this on ICRC-TV.